Truth unveiled, heartbreak hits. I slapped the glass of wine down so hard it sloshed onto the table, my hand shaking with anger. Just tell me the truth for once. Are you seeing someone else? I demanded, my voice louder than I meant in the cramped apartment. He leaned back, rubbing his temples, looking more exhausted than guilty, and I thought for a second that maybe I'd finally worn him down enough to confess. The air was thick with tension, months of late-night rendezvous and whispered lies pressing in on us until it felt like the walls themselves were holding their breath. Before he could answer, his phone buzzed violently, screen up, bright and impossible to ignore. The name that flashed made my stomach drop, his wife, calling at 11:41 p.m. Time froze as he stared at the screen, jaw clenched, not even reaching for it. I laughed, cold and hollow, the kind of laugh you can only manage when the punchline is your whole life turning into a joke. In that instant, every "I'm not like other guys" and its complicated excuse snapped into focus, like a camera lens finally clicking into place. I pushed away from the table so hard the chair screeched, and all the little memories, the secret weekends, the promises he'd made only to me, curdled into something ugly. "You're married?" I spat, almost daring him to lie again. But he didn't deny it. He just looked at me like I was the one who'd ruined something precious, and for a second, I almost believed him. The phone kept ringing, each buzz a countdown to the end of whatever fantasy I'd let myself believe. I stormed out into the hallway, furious, humiliated, but also weirdly relieved. All this time I'd been terrified of losing him, of being left behind if I pushed too hard. Now I realized I'd never really had him at all. The worst part wasn't that he'd lied, but that I'd clung so desperately to a love built on someone else's pain. As I walked away, I wondered if I was more angry at him for betraying me, or at myself for letting him.